welcome back everybody. This is Ahab and we're working more on Liverpool here. Yes, I know, Liverpool. Not the Liverpool map, just the city I named Liverpool. Gonna have a sip of coffee here and we'll get started. Alright, so what I've been working on here is we just downloaded or just bought and downloaded the extra expansions for Cities Skylines. Got a little park going right here that I was testing. Going to build a college campus probably somewhere down here on the center island or center land, whatever you want to call this. And industry I've been sprinkling some things in. I put a couple of big warehouses over here by this oil build that I have over here, and a couple of medium warehouses over here, one for forestry products and one for farming. Got a little farm action going on right here, forestry over here. And eventually what I plan to do is build a massive port setup here and here that will probably slam the highway and everything here, so I'll have to rebuild that. But first and foremost, I need to get some access for all this industry area. And you can see what I've done here. I've built this ugly, let's call it a large traffic circle, so that this 6-lane road here can have an on-ramp, off-ramp to this highway, and that this highway can have an on-ramp, off-ramp to this 6-lane road. I had previously a more standard setup where the highways actually went over the 6-lane road, and it was a standard on-ramp, off-ramp like this, and the traffic was just getting too much for this little area where I tucked it into here. So I deleted that. I built this glorious bridge here over everything. Then I built this oval and then moved the highways under. It's not pretty. This is more of normally what I build. I'm not a very pretty builder until I go back and polish things over, and even then I really don't make pretty things. I just play games for fun. So, but one thing I do hate in this game is having traffic backed up, which means that things aren't getting done efficiently. So with these ovals, what I like to do is have cars or vehicles coming into them enter on the outside of the oval. And then when they're exiting, they exit on the inside. So they're all going from outside in. Presents kind of a unique way to get traffic to flow. I have a larger example of that down here for my central commercial district. And I built this because this roundabout here was getting completely inundated, and the traffic would back up here, and it would just be at a standstill. And I changed these roads here for one way, and even still, the traffic coming off this on-ramp or off-ramp from the highway onto the Emerson Bridge here and down into the touristy area where the stadium and everything is, that gets backed up sometimes, and it's pretty atrocious. That's one thing I'll have to fix in the future. Probably will fix it once I expand a little bit more of a touristy area in this open space over here. This is all commercial, this is all residential, and I have parks running through the middle here. I built this right before I bought the park expansion, so it's a bunch of traditional parks. But anyway, all right, going back to here. Let's see, how do I want to do this? All right, so all right, let's try this. Here. Change that so we can get a little bit of an angle going here. Drop that down a little bit. Again, I tend not to do things too pretty at first, but that's what I've got Move It for. I move things around and make it look better. I want to get things functional before that, though. Alright, so that's one way onto there. Do I need two. Yeah, because what I don't want people turning left there. I want people coming off and going right on here if they need to go to the highway. So we'll do another one. This one we'll do a little bit more. There we go. That one's a little bit more pretty. We'll edit these intersections later. Okay. Now, let's do... Alright, that's a good off-ramp into that for now. Get this power. I'm going to have to come up with some way to get power over here, because that, I think, was the connection from all the solar plants into that area. Alright. Yeah, that's not the way I want that one to go. Space already occupied. Oop. There we go, that's not that bad. Alright, so we've got the various on-ramps. Now for the off-ramps. And the reason I make these so big is so I can give myself plenty of room to do what I need to do. Let's see. Can we go? There's a support there, there's a support there. Alright, so this. Curious. Yeah, no, and this one is definitely going to be... We'll probably limit this to a right turn only. This is not nearly... And this is uglier than I would normally do. But we'll see how it goes. Alright. Alright, I would like to tell you that this took me a short amount of time, but it really didn't. I had to rebuild it, and it's still ugly as hell. But it's going to be functional, or at least I hope it will. Let's put it in motion here. Give it a little while. Give it a little while all the freight people... Actually, we'll come back to this and see how it behaves. Ooh, fire. Yep, I do have a firehouse up there. They'll take care of that. So, as I was saying, I'm kind of focusing on industry now because I just got all the new expansions. And so I put a couple of warehouses in here for the farms and for the general industry, or actually no, farms and the tree stuff that's going on over here. I would need to put in a larger warehouse for all this ore stuff, and eventually... What the hell does that mean? Too few services. Curious. Alright. Well, I mean, eventually I will probably convert this to the industry specialization from the pack, but I don't really want to mess with this right now because it's a good moneymaker right now. But that doesn't mean that I can't put in a warehouse. So I think I don't have enough room up here for a large warehouse. How about a small warehouse? Oh, I could put one over here, right? Yeah, actually, can I fit a large one out here? No, the slope is still too steep. Oh, actually, forgot about this. I've got all these stupid old power lines that I used to have from when the... I used to have all the sewage treatment stuff that I have on this island here, and then I've opened up this extra space. I used to have them over here. Actually, if we go to pipes, you can see where I had them. A couple here, and had to have power lines going to them, obviously, to power them. But then I got the upgraded windmill turbine things, and well, anyway, let's see if that warehouse goes here. It does. Excellent. All right. And let's see here. Balanced, zoned, industry, ore products. There we go. All right, we'll see how that goes. Needs water. Bring some water down the road. Still looking up. There we go. All right, so when I originally started on this map, I was going to have this highway extension come in down here and hit here. But with the port and an industry area that I'm planning for this chunk here and this chunk here, I mean, realistically, that's not that much space, in my opinion, for as large of a port as I was envisioning. But so what I was thinking about doing was having this highway go right into an area where there would be a couple of, what are they called? I'm not sure actually what they're called, these things. Cargo hubs, where the rails come into these and the ships come into these, and you know, it's a whole huge mass of traffic that gets generated by them. Fortunately and unfortunately, because it's great for industry, not so good for roads if you have them poorly designed, like I tend to do. Let's see how this is going here. Oh, that's right, I was gonna completely forgot to, nope, that one. Turn that off. That off, because we don't want them making left-hand turns here, because if they want to go into the industry, they can just continue on around and go this exit ramp here. Now, you should see a bunch of people switching lanes here. Let us also disable that. Disable that. This one, actually, I might do actual lane translation here, because this one, you can go there. Actually, no. Get rid of that one, because what I want to happen here is so what I want to happen here is I want all of these guys to move over that are coming straight through here, so this has kind of a slip lane for these guys to get on without even really merging. Same thing over here. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's the same. No services. Oh, they want more services. I get it now. They want fire and emergency. That's right. Doop-de-doo. Where are you guys going? Wow. Well, that presents a whole nother... Oh, is this a light now? Yes, that is a light now. Alright, more things to take care of. So these guys... I destroyed a clinic when I was rebuilding this bridge. That's what it was. Alright, let me unpause that for a second and let that kind of kick in. Yep, there we go. Alright, so there's that one. And let's put a clinic over here just to make them all happy. Money isn't really an issue. It really hasn't been since I started building on this map. Frankly, I got very lucky in the way I built. I just built in a very measured way, and I haven't, knock on wood, had any issues with you know, people dying, the mass die-outs that used to happen in this game. Haven't had too many issues with people getting sick, you know, crime, etc. One issue I have had, because I'm building in a very steady way, is industry at times has been starved of workers, and so is commercial and office occasionally been starved of workers. But, you know, I address them as I move through each little item that I work through. So right now I'm trying to make sure that I get all this stuff taken care of. Alright, let's go back in the traffic manager and get rid of this light. There we go. And then this one can go there. That should help a little bit. Now what is going on here? This is 3 lanes in each direction. These guys... Ah, okay. Alright. Let's do this one. Alright. That should help alleviate that traffic, because those guys weren't spreading out like the traffic tends to do. And now we're getting into night, where the display mod that I have, the color correction, makes it really dark, and I literally just downloaded it, and it looks great during the day, but at night it's called a clarity, which is absolutely gorgeous. But at night, you know, it makes things really dark. Like, you can't even see the river anymore. You can just see the ship lights going along the river here, coming in and out. You see the road lights. You see the lights from my sewage treatment area over here on this island. You see the airport over here. Makes it kind of difficult to build, though, when you're trying to build. So next time it gets daylight, I've got to pause. And, oh, that's right, I've got traffic management on here. Alright. Unload the cemetery, because apparently cemeteries fill up. That is one of the most annoying things in this game. Is you've got to micromanage trash and cemeteries. That is really... It irks me that I have to do that. I know some people enjoy getting down into the nitty-gritty, but you know, this game is complicated enough as it is, with the level of traffic that you have to interact with it, and everything, and having to actively manage, you know, trash and landfills, excuse me, and cemeteries, and have them load and unload is just, it kind of annoys me. Pardon me, I'm taking a sip of coffee. I'm sorry you had to hear me swallow. Okay. That's right. Go back to this, because I keep getting distracted. Turn off this light. And deal with this intersection here. You are going there. You go there and there. And you go there and there. So now only that right lane can turn right, and these left 2 lanes go straight. Now this, once again, you're not turning left. You are going there. You're going there. Actually, this one, we'll leave it there. And then this one, go like that. Alright, so I took the light away from that, right? Yes, okay. And I need to take this light away, because that's just stupid. Alright, let's do this again here. No left turns there. You go straight. You go straight. You go there. That might cause some congestion, but we'll see how that goes. Alright. I think I fixed all these. Let's just look quickly. Yeah, that one's done. That one I don't need. this one? No, I didn't. Let's do this one. Move that one over. Move that one over. And then you have your own lane to get on. Now, normally, what I would do in a normal highway situation, actually like down here, for example, is I would build a 4-lane. I would upgrade a little bit of the lane here to 4-lane and give these guys the extra lane to slip into. And then make sure with TPM that these guys are going where they should. Just like that. Alright, that's one. And I don't know if I think I have the room down here to do this. It gets a little tight in here. Turn that off. Nope. Turn that off. Yep, there we go. I do have room. Except for that. And here is where Move It comes into play. So I can come down in here and move this guy a little bit, turn it so it looks a little bit more good. Alright, turn that off, and I should have room, yep, to upgrade that. Alright, so now we've got the slip lane here, turn TPM back on, and just go, you go there, you go there, and you go there. Alright, and now everybody has their own little slip lanes. And sometimes if traffic builds up in a certain area, like we'll see in a little while once I build the port thing over here, but like down over here, I've actually given the slip lane off because the traffic that's going into this section of the city just gets crazy. And unfortunately, oh, I did build a slip lane here. All right, it did fit. I did have enough room. I did build this oversized with the idea that it would you know, handle a crap ton of traffic. Pardon my language. But this, you can see this is flowing nicely. I did edit. This was actually, I don't recall if I did this or if this was just part of the map, this trumpet interchange, but I did edit it a little bit to give it a little bit more flow, because it does get stacked. Oh dear. Wonder what's going on there. Why did you leave? Oh, wow. Alright, so apparently, oh yeah, we've lost like 10,000 population. Ouch. So apparently we need to tend to that, and for that, I think I will do that in another episode. So thanks very much for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.